So what do we think? I think the two-stop experiment didn't work. It didn't make the race any more exciting than what we'd had hoped. And I think it led instead to some pretty cynical and bizarre race strategies. Bizarre on the part of Mercedes-Benz. I don't think anybody could truly understand what it is that they were trying to achieve with putting both drivers on the same strategy in the way in which they did it. And I think just across the grid, it was cynical. I mean, I don't mind the team game being played. I just didn't care much for how it was played for this race. And it made for a dull race. Lando, a worthy winner of this race. He put it on pole yesterday and he drove well. And they had great stops. And so deserves to win. I think Leclerc drove exceptionally well as well. And I appreciate the gamble that Verstappen tried to make there at the end. Hamilton was pretty much nowhere, although he did gain 2 places. So I think the race strategy from the Ferrari standpoint, well done to them. I think that worked out well for them, particularly for Lewis Hamilton. He finishes P5, Leclerc P2, Mercedes somewhere down the bottom. Pretty irrelevant in this race. Bizarre race strategy as well. And McLaren did what McLaren does this season. So they were pretty good as well. So yeah, pretty dull, man. Not a fan of Monaco, but a big fan of what it represents on the F1 calendar. I think it's great. I think it's a great venue, but yeah, something needs to be done for next year. Maybe the idea of having the first stop in a under a two-stop rule or under a two-stop regime, having the first stop being mandatory after or before a certain number of laps. I heard a commentator say something to that effect. Perhaps that's the tweak that this needs. But I guess also with the streets being so narrow and the cars being so wide and so long, it's always going to be difficult to have an exciting race at Monaco. It's always going to be. I think we're just not going to be able to get away from that. And we're just going to have to find ways to bring race strategies more into the game, but not in the way that we saw it play out today. Yeah. All right. We'll see you in the new week with another setup brief. And yeah, we'll try to follow up each race with one of these reaction videos and just keep it short with initial thoughts. See you in the paddock.